Hello students, today I am going to discuss about transmission terminology and the syllabus is transmission mode, that is simplex, half duplex and full duplex. Then digital and analog data, transmission media and its characteristics, twisted pair wire, coaxial cable, then optical fiber network. And next, introduction to internet. An introduction to internet, history of internet, service provided by the internet, architecture of the internet, www, that is the world wide web, then websites and web pages, then search engines and web browsers. The question pattern, the multiple choice question carrying 1 mark each, covering average of 50% of total marks. Short answer type questions, that is 2 or 3 marks, will be covered average of 30% of total marks, and the long answer type question carrying 5 marks each will be covered average of 20% of total marks. This is the question pattern of the annual examination 2021. So, let us discuss about the transmission mode. Transmission means the transferring of data between two devices. Transferring of data between two devices is known as the transmission mode, or it is otherwise known as the communication mode. There are three modes of data transmission or communication. First one is the simplex, second one is the half duplex and third one is the full duplex. These three are the modes of data communication. So, first students discuss about the meaning of communication and the aspect of communication. There are 5 aspects of the data communication. So, first one is the sender, second one is the receiver, third one is the data which will be communicated, fourth one is the medium of communication and fifth one is the protocol. So, first who will send the data will be the sender, who will receive the data will be the receiver, the medium of communication, that is through the wire or through the electricity, and fourth the data which will be communicated, and fifth the protocols. Protocols means the set of instructions which we have to obey, means the protocols or the set of rules which will be obeyed at the time of transferring the data. So, these are the 5 aspects of data communication. Let us discuss about the mode of data transmission or data communication. First one is the simplex mode. Simplex mode is the one way or unidirectional communication between two devices, in which one device is the sender and another device is the receiver. So, simplex is the one way or unidirectional data communication mode. For example, data entered through a keyboard or audio sent to a speaker is a one way directional mode. So, this is the example of simplex mode of communication. In the simplex mode of communication, data will be transferred in one direction. Next one is the half duplex. The half duplex is the two way or bidirectional communication between two devices, in which both the devices can send and receive the data or control the signal in both the direction, but not at the same time. तार माने कौन? सिंप्लेक्स मोड रे डाटाटा कम्युनिकेशन होची सेंडर आउ रिसीवर भितर, किंतु सेटा कौन होची गोटे डायरेक्शन रे जाउची. आग सेंडर डाटा पठाउची, रिसीवर रिसीव करूची, किंतु डाटाटा सेंडर पाखकू रिटर्न आसुनी. किंतु आमर तले हाफ डुप्लेक्स मोड आसुची, सेंडर रिसीवर को डाटा पठाउची, रिसीवर डाटा रिसीव करुच्ची नेक्स्ट सी भी सेंडर पाखु डाटाटा पुणी फेरई पारुची. So, this is both the directional or bidirectional communication between the sender and the receiver. Sender can send the data to the receiver and receiver can send the data to the sender, but not at the same time. गोटे समय रे सेंडर आउ रिसीवर दी जन जाक डाटा एट ए टाइम कम्युनिकेट करि परिबे नाही. बेस्ट एग्जांपल इज द वाकी टॉकी. इन वाकी टॉकी फर्स्ट सेंडर डाटा रिसीवर को कहिबो, देन नेक्स्ट रिसीवर डाटा को रिसीव करिवो, नेक्स्ट he will be return the data to the sender, but not at the same time. Next mode is the full duplex mode of data communication. In the full duplex mode, it is a two-way or bidirectional communication in which both devices can send and receive data simultaneously. Both the direction रे डाटा रिसीव करी हबो, डाटा सेंड भी करी हबो. So, this is the full duplex mode. For example, mobile phones and landline phones. When we are using the mobile phones, we can receive the data and we also can send the data at the same time. So, these are the three modes of data transmission or data communication. First one is the simplex, second one is the half duplex and third one is the full duplex. Simplex is the one directional data communication. So, half duplex and full duplex both are the bidirectional data communication. In half duplex we can send and receive the data at the same time, but in full duplex we can send and receive the data at the same time. Next we will discuss about the digital data and the analog data. First we will discuss the digital data. What is the meaning of digital data? Digital data first comes from digit. So, simply we can say that in digital data digits are used, means 0 and 1. Digital data uses 0 and 1 for its representation. Digital data stored in form of bits and it is a set of individual symbols. But analog data is that data represents physical measurement and is stored in the form of waveform signals. Digital data represents in digits. Analog data can be represented by waveform signals. Digital data system needs less power, but analog data system needs or consumes more power. So, this is the difference between digital data and analog data. Next, transmission media and its characteristics. Transmission medium can be anything that can carry signals or data between the source and the destination. Again I am telling, a transmission medium can be anything that can carry signals or data between the source and the destination. Source is the transmitter and destination is the receiver. For example, as we switch on a ceiling fan or a light bulb, the electric wire is the medium that carries electric current from switch to the fan or bulb. आमे जेतेबेले स्विच दौचंती, फैन चालुची किंबा बॉल जळुची, सेतेबेले सेठी गोटे मीडियम काम करूची. आमे स्विच देले फैन ऊपरे बुलिला. So, this is the medium. The wire, the electric current through the wire is the medium. So, we can say that a transmission medium can be anything that carries signal between the source and the destination. टाइप्स ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया. ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया केते प्रकार? ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया और वी कैन ऑल्सो से दैट दिस इज द कम्युनिकेशन मीडिया. केते प्रकार कम्युनिकेशन मीडिया अच्छी. फर्स्ट वन इज द वायर्ड कम्युनिकेशन मीडिया एंड सेकेंड वन इज द वायरलेस मीडिया और इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स. So let's discuss about the wired media. Wired media divided into three types. First one is the twister pair cable, second one is the coaxial cable, third one is the fiber optic cable. Again I am telling, wired media divided into three types: twisted pair cable, coaxial cable and fiber optic cable. Wireless media or electromagnetic waves divided into also three types. First one is the radio waves, second one is the microwaves and third one is the infrared waves. Today we will discuss about the wired media, that is the twisted pair cable, coaxial cable and the fiber optic cable. Let us discuss first about the twisted pair wire. ट्विस्टेड माने कौन? गुड़े ही रही थिबो. ए ट्विस्टेड पेयर कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू कपर वायर्स ट्विस्टेड टुगेदर फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ कैंसलिंग आउट इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंटरफेरेंस फ्रॉम एक्सटर्नल सोर्स. Again I am telling, a twisted pair consists of two copper wires twisted together for the purpose of cancelling out electromagnetic interference from external sources. जेतेबेले इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फ्लोटा होची आमर फ्लोटा ए टाइप रो इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फ्लोटा हुए. जदि किछि एक्सटर्नल इंटरफेरेंस आसुची फ्लोटा एमती 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 कि सेटा कोन होची डिसरप्ट हे जाउची. तेणु जेतेबेले ट्विस्टेड पेयर केबल ले कोन होची वायरटा ट्विस्ट हे जाउची. जेतेबेले ट्विस्ट करा होची जदि किछि इंटरफेरेंस बा डिसरप्शन गोटे वायर को भी डिसरप्ट करुची अनदर वायर ताको बैलेंस करुची. So this is the advantage of twisted pair cable. Twisted pair cable consists of two copper wires twisted together for the purpose of cancelling out the electromagnetic interference from external sources. Both the copper wires are insulated with plastic covers. गोटे प्लास्टिक कवर तार दीटा जो गुड़े हेची कपर वायर ता ऊपर गोटे प्लास्टिक रो कवर दिया हेची. कौन पे कवर दिया हेची? दुईटा तार दुईटा को टच न करिवा पई. तेणु तांको ऊपर इन्सुलेटेड हेची गोटे प्लास्टिक कवर बा प्लास्टिक कवर रे गुड़ा होची. See the picture of the twisted pair cable. केमिति गोटे तार गुड़ा गुड़ा हेकरी केबल भितरे रहिची. These are used in telephone lines and LAN. LAN means local area network, or this is used in the networking system. Types of twisted pair cable. Twisted pair cable केते प्रकार रो अछि. First one is the unshielded twisted pair and second one is the shielded twisted pair. Unshielded twisted pair और shielded twisted pair भितर difference कौन? shielded twisted pair रे interruption बा disruption टिके कम हुए आउ unshielded रे disruption टा बेसी हुए. shielded twisted pair रे गोटे तार स्टार्टिंग रे जो ब्लैक रो जोटा देखा जाउची that is the shielded twisted pair. Next one is the coaxial cable. This is also another type of data transmission medium. Coaxial cable is also the another type of data transmission medium. See the picture. First, it has two conductors. One is a single wire in the center of the cable. In the center of the cable, there is a single wire and the other is a wire mesh shielded that surrounds the first wire with an insulator between. गोटे कपर रो कोर भितरे जाइछे कपर वायर ता ऊपर गोटे insulated material अच्छी. See that is the blue color insulated material, then braided with the outer conductor and then protective plastic covering. चारिटा layer अच्छी. First one is the copper core, second गोटे insulating material अच्छी, third one is the braided outer conductor अच्छी and fourth is the protective plastic covering. The coaxial cable supports the transmission speed up to 10 Mbps, megabits per second. So, this is the explanation of coaxial cable. Coaxial cable is another type of data transmission medium, and it has two conductors. One is single wire in the center of the cable and the other is a wire mesh shielded that surrounds the first wire with an insulator between, and it supports the transmission speed up to 10 Mbps. Next, optical fiber network. Optical fiber network is also the another type of transmission medium. The optical fiber cable carries data as light, see the picture, which travels inside a thin fiber of glass. Optical fiber network केमती data को carry करे as light, which travels inside a thin fiber of glass. Optic fiber uses refraction to direct the light through the media. A thin transparent strand of glass at the center is covered with a layer of less dense glass called cladding. See the picture, first is the glass and second a layer of less dense glass, and this is known as cladding. It can carry data at more than a billion bps or bits per second. Its transmission speed approaches 100 Gbps. The transmission speed of optical fiber network is 100 Gbps and it can carry the data more than billion bits per second data. So, we discussed about the transmission medium, that is the coaxial cable, optical fiber and twisted pair cable. So, all these are the medium of data communication or data transfer mode. Let us discuss about the introduction of internet, or let us discuss about the internet concept. First, we will discuss the meaning of internet. Internet कहले हमें कौन बुझंती? Internet means the network of networks. Internet is a global communication system that links together thousands of individual networks. Thousands of individual networks linked together and made a global communication system. This is known as internet or the network of networks. Internet allows us to exchange messages or communicate in real time and access limitless stores of information. कौन कौन allow करे internet? Message को exchange करिया पई. Real time means we can send, receive, we can receive the data, we can answer the data at the same time. And access limitless stores of information. आमर जेते प्रकार information दरकार we can access through the internet. Next आसिला history of internet. Internet केबे तैयारी हेइथिला, कोठी तैयारी हेइथिला, आउ तारो एम कौन थिला. Internet is the world's largest network. It was introduced in 1969 by the USA Defense Agency. The network was called ARPANET. ARPANET. ARPA means Advanced Research Project Agency. It was introduced by ARPA, so the net was called ARPANET. In 1969, the USA Defense Agency introduced the ARPANET. It was basically a large network serving only a handful of users. First जेतेबेले आमर ARPANET इंट्रोड्यूस हैला सेतेबेले तार यूजर को संख्या बहुत कम थिला. तेबेले handful of users were used the ARPANET. Though it was developed by the Advanced Research Project Agency ARPA, it was known as ARPANET. First it was called ARPANET, but in 1982 the word internet started. Internet बोली जो word टा अछि केबे start हेतिला in 1982. In 1986 first free net created. First free net केबे create हेतिला 1986. But in 1990 the original ARPANET was shut down. ARPANET जोटा हमरो first starting थिला 1969 ले 1990 रे ARPANET हमरो बंद हे गला. And in 1991 US government allowed business agencies to connect to internet. So the history 1969 it was started by the US Defense Agency. It was known as ARPANET. In 1982 the word internet started. In 1986 first free net created. In 1990 original ARPANET was shut down. And in 1991 US government allowed business agencies to connect to internet, and now we all are using the internet. So this is the history of internet. Next, aim of internet. Internet रो लक्ष्य कौन? Internet कौन पई हमरो तैयारी हेतिला? The aim was to create a method for widely separated computers to transfer data efficiently even in the event of nuclear attack or natural disasters like earthquake. Aim कौन थिला? गोटे एमिति गोटे मेथड तैयारी करिबा जोटा कि डाटा ट्रांसपोर्ट को एफिशिएंटली ट्रांसफर करि परिबो डाटा थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड केते बेले इवन ऑन द इवेंट ऑफ न्यूक्लियर अटैक और नेचुरल डिजास्टर्स जेते बेले भी हबो सेते बेले भी डाटा कम्युनिकेशन टा हेई परथुबो. इन वन पार्ट ऑफ द नेटवर्क वुड रिमेन फंक्शनल एंड डाटा वुड कंटिन्यू टू फ्लो थ्रू सर्विंग लाइन्स. तापरे एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ इंटरनेट. इंटरनेट रो एप्लीकेशन कोन? इंटरनेट हमर कोठु कोठु यूज होची कोन काम रे आसुची. We live in the information age where knowledge is power. Internet helps us in the following three ways. आमे एमिति गोटे जुगरे वर्तमान अछंती जोठी नॉलेज इज द पावर. गोटे लोकर जदि आमे पावर कहिबा तार नॉलेज ता ही तार सबुठु बेस्ट पावर. सो इंटरनेट हेल्प्स अस इन थ्री वेज. First one is to get information, to provide information, to compile information. Internet amar कौन काम रे आसुची? आमे through the internet we can get the information, we can provide the information and we can compile the information. So these are the three aspects of internet. First, to get information. आमे कौन information टा पाइबा? कौन प्रकार को प्रकार रो information टा आमे through the internet आमे gain करि परिबा. About the people, about the products, about the organizations, about the research data, and to provide information. कौन information आमे provide करिबा? The best and most inexpensive way to let people know who you are, what you are doing एंड हाउ आमे होल वर्ल्ड सहित जदि कनेक्टेड होगा को चाहिबा आमे जदि जणैबा को चाहिबा आमे किए आमे कोन करूछंती केमिति करूछंती सो द बेस्ट मीडियम इज द इंटरनेट एग्जांपल फॉर एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और इंस्टीट्यूट setting up a home page is the best way to let world know what is its products and services are. सपोज मोर गोटे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अच्छी मु सेटा चाहिली कि समस्त को जणेबी मोर एमती गोटे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अच्छी मु एई सर्विस प्रोवाइड करूची लोकंकर एतिकी उपकार हेई परिबो एई सर्विस से माने गेन करि परिबे सो वी कैन प्रोवाइड दिस इंफॉर्मेशन थ्रू द इंटरनेट and to compile next is to compile the information. This is a special case of getting the information. For instance, if you want to pull the leadership for a magazine or conduct a survey, web provides you an opportunity using forms, emails, etc. So, the three aspects are to get information, to provide information and to compile information. So, internet helps us in three ways. What are the major services of the internet? Internet आमको कौन कौन सर्विस प्रोवाइड करुच्ची बा इंटरनेट आमर कौन काम रे आसुची आमर कौन उपकार रे आसुची इंटरनेट द मेजर सर्विसेस आर www or the world wide web. Next, websites, web pages, search engines, emails and file transfer protocol or FTP. So, first we will discuss about the www. This is the very common word of internet. W for world, W for wide, W for web. World wide web. Web माने कौन जानी चाहिए पिले बुढ़ियाणी जाल. वर्ल्ड वाइड वेब माने पृथ्वी सारा बुढ़ियाणी जाल भाया जोटा बिछे होकर रही. सो द कॉन्सेप्ट इज जो पृथ्वी सारा जोटा मुझे कहली कि बुढ़ियाणी जाल भाया बिछे होकर रही कौ जिनसा बिछे होकर रही दैट इज द इंटरलिंक्ड डॉक्यूमेंट्स. सो द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड वाइड वेब इज ए वेब ऑफ interlinked documents. The collection of interlinked documents stored in different places but all linked together created a way of interconnected information. So, www or the World Wide Web means the collection of interlinked documents stored in different places but all are linked together and created a wave of interconnected information. If we extend the collection of documents and their links to cover the globe, we have a world wide web of information. So, from this it get its name web. So, we called it as World Wide Web. It was created in 1989 at the European Particle Physics Laboratory in Geneva, Switzerland. It was created in 1989 in Geneva, Switzerland at the European Particle Physics Laboratory. Its aim, World Wide Web ro aim kono? To access any document that was stored on a network without searching any directories or index. आमे कौनसी डायरेक्टरी किंबा इंडेक्स को सर्च न करिकी डाटाटा जो नेटवर्क रे स्टोर हेकी अच्छी जोठी भी स्टोर हेकी अच्छी आमे ताकू एक्सेस करिकी आनी परिबा. So, this is the best, this is the aim of www, and we can say that www is, or World Wide Web is, a web of interlinked documents. How the web works? Web केमिति काम करे? The documents are created in hypertext format. Hypertext manages large collection of data which includes text files, pictures, sounds, videos and many more. जो interlinked documents जोटा मु कहली यूज हुए www रे, these documents are created in hypertext format. hypertext format रे, hypertext format टा कौन करे? large collection of data टा को manage करे. large collection of data भितर हमर कौन थिबो? text files भी थिबो, pictures भी थिबो, sounds भी थिबो, videos भी थिबो, सबु थिबो. so web रो काम हला से डाटा को large amount बा huge amount of data को से manage करिवो, interlinked data को. To support hypertext documents, the web uses a special protocol, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Protocol means the set of rules. किछि rules थाए, किछि set of rules थाए जहाँ को follow करी किरी हमरो www कौन करे? काम करे. What is the difference between the web and the internet? web आउ internet भितरे हमरो कोण पार्थक्य अछि? web is a service on a system of accessing documents that is supported by the internet. web is a service on a system of accessing documents that is supported by the internet. Through the web we can access the documents. The interlinked documents can be accessed by the web by using the internet. Without the internet, the web cannot access the data. Web terminology, next time we will discuss about the web terminology. So, what are the web terminologies? Web page, websites. So, first we discuss about the web page. The web documents are linked together to create a format called hypertext. The hypertext documents is called a web page. Again I am repeating, the web documents linked together to create a format called hypertext. The hypertext documents is called a web page. Or we can say that a web page is a document of resource of information that is suitable for the www and can be accessed through a web browser and displayed on a monitor or mobile service. Web page कौन provide करे? The web page is an easy way to manage huge amount of data like text files, sounds, etc. So, we can say that the hypertext documents are called the web page and these are provides an easy way to manage huge amount of data like text files, sounds, etc. and it can be accessed by using a web browser and displayed on a monitor or mobile services. Next, website. A website typically consists of number of web pages linked together. Website को कहिले आमे कौन बुझंती? Website टा number of web pages जेतेबेले link हे जाए सेतेबेले it consists a website, or we can say that a website typically consists of number of web pages linked together. it contains huge amount of information including text, graphics, audio, video and hyperlinks. So, this is the web page and website. केते गुडे वेब पेज मिसिकी कौन हुए गोटे वेबसाइट तैयारी होता है. वेब पेज कहले कौन बुझंती? वेब पेज इज ए डॉक्यूमेंट ऑफ रिसोर्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन दैट इज सुइटेबल फॉर द www and can be accessed through a web browser and displayed on a monitor. And web page provides a huge amount of data like text files, sounds, etc. Next, search engine. Search खोजिबा. So खोजिबारे जे हेल्प करिवो that is the search engine and web browser. So we will discuss about the search engine and the web browser. I am giving you one simple example. गोटे कार रो इंजिन आउ कार. Without the engine कार चलीबनी. खाली इंजिन टा थिले कारटा कामरे आसीबनी. So both are dependent on each other. Like this, search engine and web browser. A search engine is a web based tools that allows us to search information by entering one or more words. आमे गोटे वर्ड कि किसी वर्ड टाइप कले से कौन आसबे केते गुडे सजेशन गुडा हमरो पळे आसे. So a search engine is a web based tool that allows us to search information by entering one or more words. It displays a list of web pages that contains relevant information. आमरो सर्चिंग वर्ड को बेस करी केते गुडे रिलेवेंट इनफॉरमेशन कौन करे आमरो सर्च इंजिन हमको प्रोवाइड करे. एग्जांपल ऑफ सर्च इंजिन्स गूगल. आजिकल सबुठ बेसी यूज होची गूगल, बिंग, डकडकगो. These are the example of search engine. Next is the web browser. Web browser कहले कौन बुझंती? It uses the search engine. जमिंदी कि मु कहली गोटे सपोज गोटे कार आउ तारो इंजिन. सेमती जदि आमे ब्राउजर टाको कार बोली धरिबा, सर्च इंजिन टा तारो इंजिन बोली धरिबा. वेब ब्राउजर कौन करूची ना इंजिन टाको यूज करूची. It uses the search engine to retrieve and view the information from web pages present on the web server. Search engine कौन करे information टाको retrieve करिकी आने. कोठु आने? From web pages present on the web server. सर्वर रु जो information टा थाए ताको access करिकी आने किए search engine आने. ताको use करिकी web browser. So web browser uses the search engine to retrieve and view the information from web pages present on the web server. Example: Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, Brave, etc. These are the examples of web browser, and the examples of search engines are Google, Yahoo. So the difference between the search engine and the browser is that search engine accesses the data and the browser uses the search engine to provide the data. So these are the all concepts of internet. आमे वर्तमान कौन पढ़िले सेटा को रिविजन करिबा आ ताकू बेस करी हमर क्वेश्चन कौन आसीबो एग्जाम रे ताकू टिके डिस्कस करिबा. आमे आज कौन पढ़िले ट्रांसमिशन मोड. ट्रांसमिशन मोड रे आमे तीनटा जिंस पढ़िले. कौन पढ़िले सिंप्लेक्स, हाफ डुप्लेक्स आउ फुल डुप्लेक्स. सिंप्लेक्स रे आमे कौन पढ़िले सिंप्लेक्स टा हला वन वे कम्युनिकेशन मोड. एग्जांपल कौन देथिली जे आमे जदि कीबोर्ड रु गोटे डाटा दउचंदी सेटा कोन डाटाटा रिसीव होची आमुको आउ रिटर्न आसुनी किछि. सो दिस इज द वन वे कम्युनिकेशन मोड or the simplex communication mode. हाफ डुप्लेक्स कम्युनिकेशन मोड कौन है बाई डिरेक्शनल कम्युनिकेशन दीटा डिवाइस भितर जो गोटे डिवाइस है सेंडर गोटे डिवाइस है रिसीवर दीटा भितर जो कम्युनिकेशन होची जड़े डाटा सेंड करुच्ची जड़े डाटा रिसीव करुच्ची बोथ डाटा सेंड भी करि पारुचंदी रिसीव भी करि पारुचंदी बट नॉट एट द सेम टाइम एका संगरे डाटा रिसीव करि हबनी किंबा सेंड करि हबनी आग जड़े डाटा पठेइबो सेंडर रिसीवर पाखु डाटा पठेइबो रिसीवर डाटा रिसीव करिवो नेक्स्ट सी जहाँ पठाया कथा सी सेंडर पाखु पठेइबो एग्जांपल वाकी टॉकी जो कथा होउचंदी जणे कथा ही सारिवो ओवर हबो नेक्स्ट आउ जणे ताकु रिप्लाई दबो सो दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ हाफ डुप्लेक्स फुल डुप्लेक्स कहले कोन बुझंदी डाटा हमर कम्युनिकेशन होउची एट ए टाइम सेंडर आउ रिसीवर दी जन जाक कौन कर साइमल्टेनियसली कैन रिसीव एंड सेंड द डाटा फुल डुप्लेक्स इज also a two-way or bidirectional communication mode in which both the devices can send and receive the data simultaneously आमे जते फोन रे कथा होचंती सेते आमे जहा को कहउचंती मीन्स सेंडर एंड रिसीवर एट ए टाइम सेंडर डाटा सेंड करि पारुची रिसीवर डाटा रिसीव करुची एंड अगेन सेंड भी करि पारुची सो दिस इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ फुल डुप्लेक्स पिक्चर को देखो पीसी एंड द टर्मिनल एंड सी द एरो मार्क डाटा कैन बी सेंड एंड रिसीव एट द सेम टाइम but in half duplex see the picture data can send but can't receive at the same time ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया कौन कौन रहिला तीन प्रकार रो ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया रहिला ट्विस्टेड पेयर कोआक्सियल आउ फाइबर ऑप्टिक ताकू आमे कौन कहते वायर्ड मीडिया बोली कहते वायर्ड मीडिया ट्विस्टेड पेयर केबल कोआक्सियल केबल एंड द फाइबर ऑप्टिक केबल ट्विस्टेड पेयर केबल कौन ट्विस्टेड पेयर कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू कपर वायर्स ट्विस्टेड टुगेदर कौन पे ट्विस्ट करा है टू कैंसल आउट द इंटरफेरेंस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक डिस्ट्रप्शन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक डिस्ट्रप्शन टाको कैंसल करने आमर वायर टाको ट्विस्टेड कराई थाए को प्रकार वायर से यूज है कपर वायर बोथ द कपर वायर्स आर इंसुलेटेड विथ ए प्लास्टिक कवर कोठी यूज हुए यूज्ड इन टेलीफोन लाइन्स एंड लैन केते प्रकार रो ट्विस्टेड पेयर केबल अछि देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ ट्विस्टेड पेयर केबल अनसिल्डेड ट्विस्टेड पेयर एंड सिल्डेड ट्विस्टेड पेयर सिल्डेड ट्विस्टेड पेयर कौन गोटे सील थाए पिक्चर देखो गोटे ब्लैक रो जोटा देखा सेटा हला सील्डेड ट्विस्टेड पेयर एंड इन अनसील्डेड ट्विस्टेड पेयर द सील्ड वाज नॉट सीन नेक्स्ट कोआक्सियल केबल कौन दिस इज आल्सो अनदर टाइप ऑफ डाटा ट्रांसमिशन मीडियम सेटी कौन अच्छी देयर आर टू कंडक्टर्स one is a single wire in the center of the cable and the other is a wire mesh shielded that surrounded the first wire with an insulator between पिक्चर को देखो फर्स्ट कपर कोर नेक्स्ट गोटे इंसुलेटेड मटेरियल थर्ड ब्रेडेड आउटर कंडक्टर एंड फोर्थ प्रोटेक्टिव प्लास्टिक कवरिंग सो दिस इज द कोएक्सियल केबल इट सपोर्ट्स ट्रांसमिशन स्पीड अप टू 10 Mbps next transmission medium is the optical fiber network optical fiber network can carry data at more than a billion bps that is bits per second its transmission speed approaches 100 Gbps. Next, we will revise about the internet concept. So, I told you that internet is the network of networks and it allows to exchange messages and access limitless stores of information. It was introduced in 1969 by the Advanced Research Project Agency of US Defense Academy and it was first called as ARPANET. Then in 1982 the word internet started, 1986 first free net created, 1990 the original ARPANET shut down, and in 1991 US government allowed business agencies to connect to the internet. Internet ro aim kon thila? Its aim was to create a method for widely separated computers to transfer data efficiently, even in nuclear attack and natural disasters. Application kon kono? Get information, provide information, compile information. Major services kon rahila? www, websites and web pages, search engines and email, web browsers and file transfer protocols. www कहले कौन बुझंती? It is a web of interlinked documents. If we extend the collection of documents and their links to cover the globe, we have a world wide web of information. So, from this the web gets its name. It was created in 1989 by the European Particle Physics Laboratory, Geneva, Switzerland. तार aim कौन थिला? To access any document that was stored on a network without searching any directories or index. किसी index की directory को search न करिकी data को direct access करिकी हमें any network रू आनी परिबा. That was the aim of www. Web और internet with a difference कौन? Web is a service and a system of accessing documents that is supported by the internet. Web कौन करे? Information टाको access करिके आने कहार support रे? Internet रो support रे. आमर जो information दरकार आमे कोठो access करिके आनिबा? By the help of web. Web केमिति access करिके हमकु दबो? By the help of internet. What is the difference between the web page and the websites? Web page is a web documents that are linked together to create a format called hypertext, and the hypertext documents is called a web page, and the collection of web pages linked together consists a website. Website contains huge amount of information including the text, graphics, audio, video, hyperlinks, etc. Like that, web page also provides an easy way to manage huge amount of data like text files, sounds, etc. Difference between the search engine and the web browser. Web browser uses the search engine. The search engine retrieve the data and view the information from web pages, and the web browser uses the search engine to represent the data. Example: Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, Brave, etc. So, these are the syllabus. Now, I am going to discuss about the question pattern and some questions related to today's discussion. Question pattern carrying 1 mark each, covering the 50% of the syllabus. 2 or 3 marks will be covered the 30% of the syllabus, and 5 marks will cover the 20% of the syllabus. So, we can make, or we can tell the first question for 5 marks. What is the mode of transmission, or what are the transmission modes? Second question: Types of transmission media. Discuss the various types of transmission media. So, first question may be the modes of transmission, second the types of transmission. So, modes of transmission ne simplex, half duplex, full duplex, and in the types of transmission, twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, optical fiber cable. The history of internet and its concept and the various terminologies of internet. And in third question carrying 2 or 3 marks, discuss coaxial cable, discuss about the optical fiber, or what is www, what is the aim of the internet, the history of the internet, what is website, what is web page, what do you mean by search engines, and what is the web browsers, differentiate between the search engine and the web browser, differentiate between the websites and the web pages, what is web and what is internet. So, all these are the questions. Give the example of web browser or give the example of the search engines. So, all these are the questions. Thank you.